Hi, this is Carl the Cobra Frutch, and you're watching Lights Out.
This is Faisal Khan for Lights Out, proudly sponsored by Spartans Law. We're here at the OVO Arena. Delighted to be joined by my fellow Lutonian, Lightning Linus Udofia. How are you, mate?
Big dog. I'm very good. How are you? You okay?
I'm alright. It's nice, this, isn't it? Two Lutonians. I'm going around getting content. You're here, maybe season out the competition, doing interviews, sort of working on what's next. Luton got a good result today up at Newcastle. It goes to show that Luton's on the. It goes to show that Luton's on the map.
Yeah. Oh, Luton's been on the map. Luton's been on the map since, you know what I mean, since me, K Prosper won the English titles and things like that. Well, we've been on the map for a long time. We just need a little bit more. And now we're in the Premier League, smashing it, holding our own. You know what I mean? Everyone knows what Luton's about.
How far off are we from a huge night of boxing at the Kenilworth Road? When does one of these promoters sort of need to start looking at Kenilworth as a potential venue for a great night of boxing? Because I'm pretty sure that's what it would be.
Oh, 100%. It's just one of those things. Everything, you know what boxing's like. Everything has to align. Things move so fast in boxing. Everything has to align. So it's just one of the. I don't think we're far though. I don't think we're far. I think we're very close.
We've got to talk about your last fight that was supposed to happen, but obviously you had to withdraw due to illness.
Yep.
It was meant to be against Aaron Mckenna. Aaron Mckenna's had a lot to say. I'm not going to go into what he said, but I just want to get your reactions on his comment saying that you shit yourself and that you shied away from the fight.
It's disappointing. However, it's disappointing comments, but it's understandable. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to go for a camp. To put all the work in. I know he's not from here, so he's had to travel. All these expenses, all these things have come through for the fight to not happen. Flip the side as well. Like, I've done the same thing. I've had to travel. I don't live where I train, and I've had to invest in camp nutrition, all these things, workout sparring, do all this work for the last hurdle to fall ill. And it's worse. I didn't try to fall ill. I didn't go out licking lampposts. You know what I mean? It happens. And I thought to myself, it's too dangerous to go in a ring at top level, at high level, not flipping 100%. So it's one of those. It was a hard decision for me. I didn't want to do it. It's gutting. You know what I mean? And it's not like I thought take myself out of the fight and still get paid. So I'm losing out on income there as well, so it's, you know what I mean, I get it, it's frustrating, and things, what he said is, I hear, I know how he feels, I understand how he feels, but it's disappointing comments.
I mean, I know you personally. We're both from Luton. I've followed your career when you've been fighting on the Goodwin boxing shows, when you won your English title. You fought Denzel Bentley, you fought Kieran Conway. You're not the man to shy away from a challenge. And I'm pretty sure Aaron Mckenna knows that you're not the guy to sort of shy away from a challenge. So are you disappointed that he's not looked at your record and thought, wait, hold on a second, he genuinely is ill, and Linus is the type of guy that will face anyone put in front of him?
Look, like I said, it's disappointing, and like I said, it's very disappointing. They're very disappointing comments. Not really. He hasn't really done his research, you know what I mean? I thought at the time, the hardest hitting middleweight domestically for a British title, arguably beat him. And then fought Kieran Conway, and you know what I mean. So those two opponents alone are, better than Aaron Mckenna. So it doesn't. It's disappointing. But everyone knows what I'm about. Everyone knows who I am. I'm here to get to where I need to get to, and I'll fight anybody to do that. And I've been proving that.
Well, there was an announcement made earlier on during last week about a tournament that takes place in Japan between 8 middleweights, where the winner will win $1 million. A guy that you know well, Kieran Conway's in that tournament, Aaron Mckenna's in that tournament. Are you maybe a bit disappointed that the phone didn't ring?
Look, how could the phone ring if I've just, pulled out a fight saying I'm ill? So, I guess, I'm more disappointed at the fact that the Mckenna fight is now a lot further away than I hoped after coming back, you know what I mean? Now that fight is a lot further away, so we got to kind of look at what else is next, you know what I mean? Because, that's happening until whenever, you know what I mean? And I don't really want to be out in the ring for any period of time. I kind of want to get back in at the latest available date. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. The tournament is interesting. It kind of has a air of the Ali Trophy about it, maybe just at a more domestic scene. But I was kind of just disappointed that now McKenna's in it, the fight's further away.
When you talk about what's next, there's a lot of potential fights. I mean, there's maybe the rematch I'm pretty sure you'd like with Kieran and Denzel. Your mate Brad Paul's challenges Nathan Heaney. I'm pretty sure a Nathan Heaney fight is something that would interest you. Hamza Shiraz fights next week. I mean, if you want to even climb further, Chris Eubank Jr., Liam Smith. I mean, that's the beauty of the British domestic middleweight division right now. There's a ton load of fights to be made. So Aaron Mckenna is going to go out there to that tournament along with Kieran Conway. So what's your options right now? What would you specifically like to target next, Linus?
Tyler Denny, really. Tyler Denny.
Great fight.
Tyler Denny's the fight. I've beaten him for the English already, and now
I was there.
Yeah, and he's done very well now. He's done very, very well now, and he's smashed it, man. He's absolutely killed it. Couldn't be happier for him. And it's just the English title fight was such a good fight off TV. Imagine me and him for a European on TV. Do you know what I mean? That was a small hall fight of the year in 2019. So I think 2024 we could get fight of the year again for a European.
Can you imagine that, a Lutonian bringing back a European title?
It'll be the first one in a while, eh?
Are you hoping for an open bus parade if it happens?
Pardon?
Are you hoping for an open bus parade if it happens?
Nah. World titles.
Come on, a European's a big thing for a guy from Luton. Come on.
I'll just parade the streets, like walking. I'll walk it. I don't want a bus parade. I'll do that for a world title.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's talk about a few things in the world of boxing. Obviously, a bit disappointing about the whole Fury Usyk situation, but rumours are right now that fight could be rescheduled for May the 18th. What did you make of it, Linus? Fury picking up an injury so close to the fight.
These things happen, I guess, to an extent. He hasn't helped himself. Obviously, his credibility's in the mud. He hasn't really helped himself. He's, a lot of past things have happened, and this and that has been said. He's not helped himself. However, these things happen, and it's you know what I mean. I don't think we've been robbed of anything yet. As long as the fight gets rescheduled, then I think we're still in the money, and it's just one of those things. It comes with it, the game's a game.
Linus, I'm going to ask you a bit of a personal question now. You and I, we're both from Luton. We're born and bred in Luton.
Yeah.
There's a lot of knife crime going on right now in the town of Luton. I remember when I was a youngster, my sort of free time was go to the park, go to these youth clubs, play some football. We had the games consoles, we had everything then, and it just seems as if we're constantly hearing about kids getting stabbed, teenagers walking around with knives in their hands. Listen, the whole of the UK is going on everywhere, but the town of Luton, what have we got to do to prevent knife crime? Get these kids off the streets, and more importantly, what can we do to make Luton the town it was once, which was a nice, calm and peaceful town where there was opportunities for people like me and you, but especially the sort of younger generation growing up now?
No, like you said, spot on. When we were kids growing up in Luton, I was in Luton from when I was 8 years old. And growing up in Luton, there was things to do. You had football, you had this, you used to go to youth clubs, left, right and centre, boxing, kickboxing, all these little things, and it just doesn't, there needs to be these avenues for these kids. You need to get them in, there, you need to show them the appeal of it, you need good role models around them. And that's one of the reasons that I put it on my chest that this is where I'm from, because I want people that look like me to turn around and go, I can do well. I can actually do all right in life. I can actually do all right if I just focus and stop doing this rubbish that I'm doing. There's a lot of things out there to do. I won't stand here and say there isn't. There's football, there's all these different things. Boxing, there's kickboxing. There's all these different clubs and things you can be doing. They just need a little bit of guidance. They just need some mentors to push them in. It's a sad place. It's a sad time at the minute to think what a 12-year-old can be killing another 12-year-old. But it's disappointing, but there's definitely avenues. You just need more role models.
I couldn't have said it better myself, mate. Linus, anything else you'd like to add before I let you go? Because I don't want to keep you too long. I know you want to go watch some of the boxing. So, anything else you want to add, mate?
No. I'm back now. I'm ready to go, and all the big fights. Everyone knows what I'm about. I'm always ready, and being ready, being waiting. So.
Right now, if they ask you.
Hey, where are my gloves?
Top man. Well, listen, Linus, thank you very much for your time, mate. A pleasure as always. Hopefully catch you down in L-Town sometime, mate.
Sure. Thank you for having me, man.